Hello, my name is Emerson Vetter. I am the Director of Merchandising for the company Russo Clothing Industry. I am very excited to be here today. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm also excited to discuss a few new opportunities that we have been given, including this manufacturing a new cruise collection. And I think that this opportunity, this idea is such a good idea for multiple reasons. One being the age of both things. I mean, cruises appeal to 45 to 70-year-olds. The Russo clothing industry appeals to 45 to 70-year-olds. So I think that adding a cruise collection is going to send our just like customer income up so much. I think that we're going to get a lot of love for this, a lot of more customers, better promotions, a lot better things coming with this cruise collection. I also think that making kind of a nicer cruise collection within it, because for the formal dinners on a cruise, is another great idea because it's considering, everything you do on a cruise and making it a higher price is very reasonable. I mean, of course, why wouldn't it be a higher price? And it's going to get us a lot more money in the long run. And when I'm talking about money, I'm talking about how do we get more money? Obviously, that's what we're trying to incorporate. I mean, that's what every business is trying to incorporate. How are we going to get more money? So let's discuss our retail shops and how those tie in. So the nature of these two retail shops, we have Baymart, which is what we've been using for many years at Russo Clothing Industry, and it has an online service, an in-person service. It's great. People can buy what they need. They know that Russo is located here, so why would we change it? Now, our other option is a higher up department store above Baymart, and if we sell these clothes at this higher up department store, then we could possibly make more money because it's a higher up brand, but we could potentially lose customers due to confusion because of the changing retail stores. So I think that we should stick with Baymart while promoting this new cruise collection because of this. For example, when we're promoting with technology, let's say we're promoting on television, and we say to this audience, we say, now just in Russo's Clothing Industry cruise collection. Get all your cruise stuff, we promote that. It's great. Then in that same commercial we go, also, Russo's is no longer at Baymart. It can be found at this new department store. That's a lot of information for customers to handle, I feel like, especially older ones that aren't really in with new technology and promotions. It's a lot for them to handle. It's a lot for them to realize that two major changes of Russo's when the main change is this cruise line. So I think that while we're adding a new manufacturing of a collection of clothes to Russo's, I don't think that we should change the complete retail of the store because I think that we need to focus on one thing at a time to bring in the most customers. Eventually, in the long run, do we want to switch from Baymart? That's the question we should ask. I personally think no, because Baymart is where everybody knows to go for Russo's Clothing Industry. We can make more money without the retail store. We can make more money by the clothes we sell at Baymart. Baymart also has an accessible online version, which is easy for older people who don't want to go shop, and an in-person version, which is easy for the 40-year-olds who do want to shop. Baymart people know where it is. It's going to take a lot of convincing to get everybody to realize that Russo's is no longer at Baymart and it's now at this new store. The amount of times I've gone to a store looking for a certain brand of clothes, being like, "What? I thought you said this here," and they'd be like, "No, it's not here anymore," and I've been a little frustrated, a little confused. So that's a big possibility of what could happen to these customers. Leading to bad reviews, who knows what. So, again, I think while we're adding the new clothing line, the cruise collection, we stick with Baymart because that's what the people know and that's what the people love. Now, I think that the dream idea would be to sell these clothes at both retail stores, which I know would be difficult and I know would be a stretch, but I think that if we could consider this in the long run, we could make double the money if we're selling them at both stores. Again, quite a stretch, and I know that that's not really an option on the table, so I think that we should just stick with Baymart because, again, as I've said many times before, that's what our customers know, and that's where our customers know to shop. And when we get news of new things coming in, they're going to rush to Baymart. They're not going to rush to the new store. They're going to go to what's convenient for them, especially if Baymart has an online feature. I think it's what we should stick with. So I'm very excited for this cruise collection. I'm excited to see how it takes off. Thank you so much for having me today. I really enjoyed this discussion.